That guy that should be banned on Global League. You know him since you probably know about my channel. If you don't, there's a lot of videos about him. This is CO guidebook number 11. We are speaking Sturm. We are speaking the big villain of the game. Well, the first two games. And yeah, I have a lot to say about him. Now, from the get-go, you got three versions of Sturm. You got the version that was in the first Advance Wars game, similar to the Advance Wars by Web counterpart. This one has weaker firepower but higher defense. I believe it's 110 or 120 defense and probably 90 firepower or 80 firepower. I also believe in player versus player that Sturm has a meteor strike that deals 4 damage to any unit hit by it. There's a lot of it. So yeah, that Sturm is maybe balanced. No, actually he's not. Sturm cannot be balanced. Whatever you're tweaking on him, it cannot be balanced. Regardless, we got Sturm number 2 from Black Hole Rising. This one is my favorite, even if he's broken. Even if he's broken, he is so fun, you feel powerful. You feel like the big threat. And you like it. You feel empowered because he is overpowered. Sorry about that. Someone was trying to reach me by Facebook. So, the all-powerful Black Hole Rising Sturm. 120 defense, 120 attack. This means it will hit you harder. This means his unit will be hard to kill. This means it's the combi with cheaper units that don't care about terrain. This Sturm can actually compete with Achi and Sensei as well. This Sturm should be the only one we have. I know he is broken, but that's the big villain. That's normal. Now, coming to Advance Wars by Web. He is 80% weaker in terms of firepower, so this means he deals less damage. He has 120 defense, this means his unit will be hard to kill. I strongly believe, despite the nerf, he should be tier 0. Because depending on the map, he can take on Achi. Depending on the map, I need to specify. You see, Sturm is really crazy. That defense and movement buff are amazing. If you play Advance Wars by Web, you either access a Meteor Strike 1 or a Meteor Strike 2. Meteor Strike 1 deals 4 damage. Meteor Strike 2 deals 8 damage. And this is crazy. Sturm has no weakness. Yes, you got lower firepower if you play on Advance Wars by Web, but there are towers, so that does not really affect you. And if you tell, oh, but the opponent can also have tower, this is true. But even if he has tower, the defense stat is much better than the firepower stat. When you have a 10% decrease, you don't always feel the decrease if it's the firepower. But if you got a 10% increase in defense, you feel it, you notice it. For example, Von Bolt is a perfect example. Sometimes you will take good engagement against Von Bolt, but because it's Von Bolt, That won't work. This is why defense is a better stat. Now, the way to play Sturm, there's none. Play with the power or the super, that does not matter, you are Sturm. Now, I suggest you to save up for the super, because it's a bit better. But of course, if you're on a tough spot, or if your opponent used his own power, you can respond with your own power. Even if the power is not as amazing as the super, it's still very good. You can still, if you hit your target well, deal roughly 12 damage. So yeah, the worst matchups for Sturm are the matchup where the opponent has increased defense, such as Javier and Kambai and Vombolt. Why is that so bad? Well, I mentioned weaker firepower, right? Well, the defense stack on that. So any CO with higher defense will really pressure Sturm a lot. If you have higher defense, you have the edge over Sturm because you make his weakness bigger. And Kambai is like the perfect counter for Sturm because all of his stats are better. Of course, Sturm will have more troops on the board, but Kambai will have the quality. Kambai will have the strength of the troops. Now, if you go to, for example, Colin matchup, then this is where it's getting interesting. Sturm versus Colin favors Sturm because Colin is in the same situation as Sturm against Vombolt. Colin has decreased firepower. It's 10%, but you can feel it if the opponent has higher defense. So if you play Colin against Sturm, you are in deep trouble and you won't enjoy your time. Now, I'm not saying Colin cannot win. This is not true. Colin has a lot of strength. Having cheaper unit makes you a good steal. Having gold rush makes you a better steal. Let's not speak about the super, but regardless. If you play as Sturm, one of the best units to use is the Recon. Why I speak about the Recon? I'm not a fan of the Recon. The Recon, I find it okay for vision because that's really the only reason you want a Recon. The movement is not impressive because it cannot go through forest with ease. It cannot go through plain with ease. You need roads. You need buildings to have a good Recon. So, overall, a Recon, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not saying it's a bad unit, I'm just not a fan of it. With Sturm, this is the most broken one. 8th space. This is crazy. Most of the map in Global League are small to medium range. I've seen small amount of big maps. It's rare there are big maps. So usually your recon will do the entire map in 2 or 3 turns. This is crazy movement. You can deny with ease most of the camp towers if they are not already captured by your opponent, and you can also protect your own camp tower the same way. This is crazy. As Sturm, I like to lock my opponent camp tower as long as I can, and then when I feel like I will lose my recon, I remove it, but I will have time to build my army and probably push toward the camp tower or have other units to deny him the camp tower. This is the best way to play Sturm. Deny your opponent's camp tower. And if you play Black Hole Rising, you don't need a brain. You just throw your units around and you will win. This is Sturm for you. So yeah, I truly believe even with the nerf, even with decreased firepower, Sturm should be tier 0. Sturm is broken. I hope guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. We will see each other in future video. Have a great day.